Good morning, traders. How was the night? All right, so very quickly this morning, let's get into the analysis. It's going to be very fast this morning so that we can go and have an amazing day. So basically right now, what we can see with NASDAQ. So let me give you a recap of yesterday. So yesterday, I didn't get a trade yesterday. I tried scalping a small sell, but I closed I closed like early. So, but anyway, it was a good one. I just made like a 1% profit. However, so this morning, what can we see NASDAQ doing? So let's run through the analysis itself. First of all, let's check the trading factory. We do have a news coming today by 3 p.m., but I think it's just a minor data, so a job opening data. So I don't think it should be a big deal. Right. However, right now I can see like a buying momentum already on NASDAQ. So it's seeming like we might be shifting. We might already be shifting our structure already to a buy formation. And so what I'm thinking now is that for today, let's take a look first at if there was a demand zone where price was coming from. So the way I normally identify demand zone is that can go all the way like this. Look at the last place that NASDAQ actually is reacting to right now and potentially draw. So it seems like NASDAQ was reacting to this level right here. Okay. And actually though, yeah, it is a potential level of, should we call it of demand? Okay. So if truly this is a good level, as NASDAQ is actually reacting to it, yeah, so I'm just gonna extend that to the current price level. And so this is the level that NASDAQ is currently reacting to in terms of demand zone, right? So I've identified that level, and then the next level again below that is there's another level below it. So in case NASDAQ wants to go and take another level, there's another level below it, which is right this guy here, and then this guy right here. So anyway, so potentially now NASDAQ is reacting to a demand zone to the bottom right, and it's also nested in the daily demand zone. So my expectation is that NASDAQ is going to go all the way into this resistance level or support level, right? Into this level before you start to maybe sell more or even go higher. Okay. So now that I know potentially where NASDAQ can be going, although I cannot still enter right now for two reasons. Price has already at least gone ahead of where I would like to put my stop loss, and also it's not yet the trading session that I really choose for myself. I like trading the New York session for NASDAQ now. At least for this period, I'm only going to be trading the New York session of NASDAQ, especially if NASDAQ would enter a zone. All right. So very quickly, let's go through the liquidity areas. Then for liquidity identification, I just turn on my session break first of all, so that I can see the things like previous day high, previous day low, and those are things I like to do. So I'm going to identify my previous day high, which is this level. This level, that's like the highest points that price got to yesterday. And also the previous day low, which is basically going to be the lowest point that price got to yesterday. So this is the lowest point price got to yesterday. Now you notice something. Price already took the lowest point of yesterday, and boom, and then starts rejecting it back to the upside. So now let's take a look at the Asian range. Now this is the Asian range. The Asian range from yesterday is ginormous, like it's a lot. So see see how big the Asian range is. The Asian range itself is almost 500 points, 437 points. Wow. The Asian range being 430 something points is a lot. Like that is so a lot, man. So if that's the case, what that means now is that, and let me see, oh, this is around 1 o'clock. It went all the way down and then boom, went all the way up. Okay. So basically, that means that we're dealing with this Asian range, and two things need to happen. These are days that I really like trading because the price action is very good. Now, guess what can happen? NASDAQ can pull up all the way into this supply zone. Let's call it supply zone right now because yeah, it did break structure to the downside. It can tap into this supply zone and also tap into the Asian previous day high. And guess what can happen? It can start to reject. If that happens, I'm going to jump on a sell because that is a more higher probability sell. And another thing that can happen is that before New York session, NASDAQ is going to have a hard time going out of this box, and then it's just going to come all the way back to the 50% range of the Asian session, and then it's going to struggle and struggle and struggle, and then when New York starts, it's going to maybe tap into this and then go to the upside, right? So in both scenarios, they say a possibility that NASDAQ is going to reach the supply zone at the top here, right? So and the current prominent direction of the market is selling, so we might as well be looking for more sales, but it only makes sense for us to be looking for sales when the price gets into an area like a supply zone like this one at the top here, and the liquidity level is also taken out. Okay, so I think actually that's pretty much it. There's nothing much on NASDAQ price action this morning. In terms of expectation, we just need to look for sell at this level at the top here. You know, a sell confirmation, obviously. Don't just sell it, immediately gets there. Wait to see a sell confirmation. Then for me, I have like a few confirmation. I have two confirmation. There's a specific candle pattern that I like to see. And also, if that doesn't happen, if a market structure shift happens like on 1 minute, boom, I just enter it. So, yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So we're gonna come back at New York session for the live trading activity itself. So we're trading live by New York session. So join back in at New York session, and then we're going to be trading live together. I'm still trading the prop firm account. I'm in phase 2. I still need to make $300 in order to pass the phase 2. I'm going to do it by the grace of God because I have the mind of Christ. All right, so let's go have an amazing day. If you have any question, leave it in the comments or just come to the Telegram channel. I leave more information in the Telegram channel. All right, guys, happy and safe trading, and then see you very soon for the live trading session.